All right, it's going to be a great open, but first I got to check my Instagram and my mail. Hold on. There we go, a little Facebook, some news. This relationship time of sitting here hunting with you is great. I'm loving this.
Smiley face.
Hey, we'll be right back.
Welcome to Wake Up, a daily Bible study from Pastors Scot and Jason Anderson, a morning scripture with your morning coffee. Brought to you by Living Word. We encourage you to wake up with us every morning by watching us on YouTube. Visit wakeuptv.tv or search Daily Bible Study on YouTube.
Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up, where we wake up. I'm Pastor Scot.
And I'm Pastor Holly.
We got an incredible show. If you're listening to us from the radio, we're kind of doing a show. It's a little bit about social media, but it's really about relationships. My message this weekend on relationships is all about that life is about relationships.
That's right.
Building them, maintaining them. God created you not necessarily to go out and do, but instead to have great relationships. And until you're developing those and building those, your emotions are going to be below where God intended them to be. When your relationships are flowing and doing great, man, life is easy to be happy.
Well, relationships are connected to our ability to be successful. Like, we need people. People need people. And so we need face-to-face with people.
And what you're saying is really important to me. It's really, if you're, once again, radio, I'm on my phone today, because we're going to be talking about what social media, what phones and today's electronics and stuff is doing to relationships.
Right.
Our scripture is going to be in Luke 6:31, and it's Jesus talking here. It's a whole thing. My whole teaching was on this whole part where Jesus was telling us how to develop great relationships. But in 31, he says, "Do unto others as you would want them to do to you." Mm-hmm. How do you want people to treat you? Have you been in a conversation, somebody asks you a question,
right,
and you begin to go into a story, and then all of a sudden they grab their phone or whatever else, and they're texting or doing, so who knows what they're doing. And so whoever is on this phone is more important than I am.
The face-to-face. Well, in our day, it used to be, do you remember how we would be, if you were talking to somebody and, someone better or someone different would come by or whatever, and have you ever been cut off in the middle of a sentence or in the middle of responding because someone else walked by and now the person you were talking to goes and talks to them? Well, this little contraption right here, as amazing as it is kind of the same concept, only it's always there. It's all of us have one. We're always on it. We're always, checking it. And to be really honest, we feel naked without it. I mean, I leave the house and accidentally leave it at the house, and for whatever reason, I feel like I'm missing a limb.
I had dropped my phone, and it had broke, and then I came to the realization, I don't know anyone's phone number.
Right.
And I have no way to get a hold of anyone in the entire world, because we don't have a home phone or anything. And I'm like, I may just die here. I don't know how to do life without him. Right?
Yeah.
Because in our day, how many phone numbers did we memorize?
Yeah,
oh my God, everybody's number was memorized.
Email. I mean,
you had the Rolodex there, you had all the stuff, but now everything is on there. And so when in relationships, we saw this, you brought it up to light, and we made some big changes, because you'd be out to a restaurant for family day,
right,
and you look around the table and everybody is on their phone.
Yeah, no one's talking to each other, no one's communicating with one another.
So what did you do?
So I said, no, we're not going to do that anymore. And so we required that, ourselves included, everybody leaves their phone in the car. And then we proceed into the restaurant and we have, our family time without the distraction. Right. And I really think that this is a powerful thing. I follow a really cool social media personality. I think it's funny that we're talking about this, and one of the people that I really have been...
he's changed. I think he's changed our family, though.
He has, because, one of the things that is out there now is that there's a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression with our young people, and they're really, really starting to kind of blame social media, and I didn't get enough likes, or I wasn't invited to the party. And, back in our day, it's like you didn't know that till the party had come and gone and the fun had been had.
I didn't know what I said wasn't important.
Yeah.
I didn't know it wasn't funny.
But here's the thing, I think, as a mom is, are we handicapping our kids or allowing them to handicap themselves if people truly are, if we truly believe that saying that the ability to relate is connected to our ability to be successful or to succeed in life, are we allowing our kids to handicap themselves by not knowing how to communicate face to face? The importance of looking someone in the eye and giving them value
what you said there, I just want to pause because that is the key. To me, it is. Relationships are about making other people feel important and making them feel valuable.
Right.
And when our kids are just I know as a parents, we're sitting around the table, we're like, okay, we're not fun? We're not fun enough here in the moment. You're not giving mom and dad value. And if I'm doing it, or if me and the husband and wife, I know that I got in a period, Holly's talking, and I'm like, I'm sorry. And you have an excuse. You're like, oh, it's work, it's this, it's that. Right? And so what we have to do is airplane mode it. Put it on airplane mode, and now you're going to come up with a little box in our house, and when you show up, you put your phone in the box.
That's right. That's right. So that you can get to know the people that are physically there, that, physically took the time to come and be there in person. And I mean, how crazy is it? Like, we used to get excited when we would, as teenagers, go to concerts or whatever, when you get to go backstage and meet the people and you get to see them and shake their hand. I mean, how we would esteem that moment to just get to shake someone's hand or take a picture with them and be seen with them. And now it's all about with this little device in the name of efficiency. I was just going to say, you made a great point. We've got so many really cool devices now, and I don't want to be mean to those because we have them.
We do. We have our devices, but everything has to have balance.
Well, and we've got watches, and we've got little Alexas in our house, and I mean everything at just a word, we're able to be notified, and I think it draws us out of those moments where maybe we're having a one-to-one, or, there's nothing more sad than you're like talking to somebody and they're sharing their heart and your phone beeps, you're like, oh, hold on, and you need to check it. Right. And I think that we need to maybe
do unto others.
Well, we just need to be mindful of it. I think we don't, get rid of it, but we realize that maybe we've gotten to a level of imbalance in our lives, and we need to
Here's my challenge, is be with the person you're with.
Right.
I think that's what we're saying today. Be with them. So when I'm with Holly, I'm with Holly. Well, what am I going to do if I get a phone call? Well, 30 years ago, what did you do? If you wanted to get a hold of me, you had to leave a message at my house, and I'm going to get it at some point. There rarely is a time where I have to get a hold of somebody right now. I would rather biblically make Holly feel valuable, important in the moment. Make my kids feel important in the moment. Make your friend that you went out to lunch with. I'm with you. This is going to have to wait.
Yeah, I mean, we've just added another thing. I mean, how many of us as wives can recall that time we wanted to say something